Since you want a moral and heart-touching story, I will focus on themes of trust, letting go, and unconditional love. Here's a short story based on your request, focusing on a single mom and her daughter's relationship, the language of letting go. Alina ran her hand over the worn, plush fabric of the armchair, the same chair she had sat in 20 years ago, cradling a tiny sleeping bundle named Clara. Now, at 19, Clara wasn't a bundle anymore. She was a woman, vibrant and full of a restless energy that Alina recognized, yet couldn't quite control. For 19 years, Alina had been the sun, the moon, and the entire orbit of Clara's life. They were a perfect, self-contained universe. The thought that someone else, a young man named Leo, who smelled vaguely of sawdust and good decisions, was now becoming a gravitational pull in Clara's world felt like a cosmic shift. The shift had been gradual, starting with late-night study sessions that turned into shared dinners, culminating in the quiet but unmistakable knowledge that Clara and Leo were physically involved. Alina hadn't pried. Clara, though, was not a good liar. The soft, radiant glow in her eyes, the careful way she tucked a stray curl behind her ear. When she spoke his name, it all told the story. Alina already knew. The fear was immediate and sharp. It wasn't about judgment. It was about protection. Alina remembered her own youth, the careless mistakes, the pain of trusting the wrong person. She had built a fortress around Clara, a fortress made of sacrifice, endless homework checks, and every saved penny, and now one boy with a kind smile was wandering through the front gate. One Tuesday, Clara was getting ready for a movie night with Leo. She twirled in front of the hallway mirror, wearing a new dress that seemed to make her look impossibly older. "That's a beautiful dress, honey," Alina said, her voice sounding unnaturally tight. "Thanks, Mom. Leo got it for me." Alina nodded, her hands twisting the dish towel she held. "You two are getting very serious, aren't you?" Clara turned, her radiant smile fading into a look of serious introspection. "Yes, Mom, we are." She walked toward Alina, taking her mother's still trembling hands in her own. "I know you worry. You worry about everything. But Leo, he's good. He respects me. We talk about things, Mom. We are careful." The last sentence was delivered not as a defense, but as a gentle reassurance, a signal that Clara understood the unspoken concerns woven into their history. Alina's eyes, suddenly damp, looked at her daughter. This wasn't the child she was protecting anymore. This was the woman she had raised, a woman who was thoughtful, responsible, and most importantly, happy. Moral insight. The greatest act of love is not holding tight, but knowing when to release the reins and trust the foundation you have built. "I know, honey," Alina whispered, pulling Clara into a tight hug, inhaling the scent of her hair, which still smelled faintly like the shampoo they shared. "I know you are. It's just, my job for so long has been to make sure nothing ever hurts you." Clara hugged her back fiercely. "And you did a perfect job. Mom, that's why I know how to make good choices now. You taught me the difference." In that moment, a profound realization washed over Alina. Her fear hadn't been about Leo. It had been about the loss of her sole purpose. If Clara was fine, independent, and making sound decisions for herself, what was left for Alina to guard? The answer came softly. Trust. She released Clara, stepping back. She smoothed the front of Clara's new dress, a genuine smile finally touching her lips. "Have fun tonight, sweetie. Tell Leo. Tell him thank you for the beautiful dress. Be home by midnight, all right?" Clara's face broke into a relieved, shining smile, a smile of freedom and gratitude. "I will, Mom, thank you." As the front door closed, the house felt quiet, but the silence wasn't empty. It was full of a quiet, settled peace. Alina walked back to the armchair and sat down. She wasn't just a guard anymore. She was a guide, and her daughter had reached the path. It was a heart-touching moment, realizing that the greatest success of a single mother is raising a child capable of flying away with strength and grace, trusting the wings she was given. Elena picked up the novel she'd been trying to read for weeks and finally, without distraction or worry, turned the page. The universe was still whole, only now it had expanded. The voice you selected does not support this language. Please click the upper right corner to switch to another voice. Hope this short story met your request for a moral and heart-touching narrative. Would you like me to? Write a short character profile of Leo, or maybe describe a conversation between Elena and her best friend about her change.